Welcome to the Pretty and Profiting Show, your favorite show for branding, beauty, business, and the truth of how to be a boss lady and build your empire. Pause the show right now and grab your seat at prettyprofitsgift.com and enroll into the free 21-day e-course to build a brand that people crush on, gossip about, and buy from. And now, your host. She is the fierce money-making brand strategist and creative freaking genius, Nicole K. Lundy.
Hey, it's another episode of the Pretty and Profiting Show. It's your host, Nicole K. Lundy. Today, I am talking to you about something I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, actually, and it's about creating authentic relationships with your online network. So I'm pretty sure that you have a similar experience to me, but nowadays I meet most of my customers, most of my colleagues, most of everybody from online, specifically social media, of course. So like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Google+, YouTube. This is where I am now meeting the majority of my network. No longer, well, first things first, it works out wonderfully. As most of you know, my mom is ill and I am taking care of her, and she lives literally in the boondocks of Northern California. So I don't have as much access to events and to do coffee dates as much as I did when I lived in New York City. So I've had to literally rely and get even more strategic with continuing to build my network using online platforms. But I want to talk to you today about some strategies behind this, because it's not just a thing that you want to wing. You actually want to be intentional about building authentic relationships with your online network. Because here's the thing, just because it's online doesn't mean that it's a robot behind the computer screen. You are still talking to human beings. And this awareness alone, if you bring this into the whole picture of building relationships online, it will change everything. You will approach everything much more strategically, and it will make a huge difference. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is basic stuff, being genuine, not being a fake, not being a fraud, not being phony. I mean, listen, I could smell phoniness from a mile away. And the thing is with phoniness is that it reveals itself pretty quickly. So when people say, oh, they do this, oh, they do that, and then when you start digging deeper, I mean, even just, lightly deeper, there's hot air behind it. So the thing is, you don't want to have hot air behind what you do, what you say you do, behind your brand. You want to be genuine. You want to be genuine about how you talk about yourself. You want to be genuine and real about the results that you get people. You want to be genuine in how you communicate with people. I remember my first press interview, and I'll admit I got scammed. It was one of those supposed radio shows that gets millions of listeners and views, and you only had to pay $75 to be interviewed and be exposed to all of these people, yada yada yada. Long story short, I did pay for it. They said, send me some questions that you want us to interview you on. I did that. I wrote out my answers, what I thought people wanted to hear. I wasn't from the heart or anything. And when we did the interview, I was a robot. Call me Nikki Robot, hashtag Nikki Robot, because it was so ingenuine. I'm doing it and I'm like, why the hell do I sound like this? Why am I acting like this? It was just so stiff and retarded. It was just ridiculous. So genuine. I learned a big lesson for that. 1, I don't pay for PR. 2, I need to be genuine all of the time. And when I do interviews, there's a clear difference in how I did it back then circa 2009, circa 2010, to what I do now. I'm okay with being real and authentic and really just sharing from a place that can help people. I want to go with the flow. So next, I want to talk to you about being strategic with finding influencers. So a lot of times when people say I'm creating my brand, it goes back to the urgent need that you're solving and tackling the desires of your target audience. Now, what you must understand, because it's so critical in growing your business, there are complementary businesses that are solving the same need of your target audience and tackling the desire they want. But the reason they are complementary is because they don't do it exactly how you do it. So when I have an online event and one is coming up, as you know, the Brand Your Ish Bootcamp, I partnered with people who talk to my target audience, that serve my target audience of newish entrepreneurs who really want to build an empire based on who they are. I partner with these people and I ask them, can you be an expert on my bootcamp? Because we are complementary. Our businesses are complementary. We are solving the same problem, need, and desire that our target audience wants. So you want to be strategic and partner with influencers. The internet online world has made this whole strategy exponentially valuable because you can partner with people anywhere in the world. You're not just relegated to your locale. You can have somebody. I literally have somebody. I have two people. One is in Australia. Well, she's globetrotting right now. And one is in the south of France. I know them both from online. They're both speaking on my events, and they've spoken on other events I've had before, online events, I might add. So it took some strategy, and it was really, me looking for influencers that were complementary to what I was doing and finding an opportunity for us to even serve our audience in a bigger way. Next, building your online network, creating authenticity with this process. You want to share meaningful information. Now, this is one of the things I am committed to doing more of this year. But this week, one of my speakers for my Brand Your Ish event, I was reading a PR query. Somebody wanted, somebody who specialized in leadership to, share something about a certain point. And I knew this guy, that's his specialty, and I just copied and pasted the query, sent it to an email to him, and I told him, I thought of you. This is a great opportunity for you. I'm totally detached if he answers it or not. I'm just committed to sharing information, opportunities that suit my colleagues, my peers, even my clients. Sometimes I'm screenshotting things on Instagram and sending it to one of my old clients. Just because she's not a current client, I didn't say, if she was paying me, I would have sent this to her. I still send it because sharing, valuable content, information, and things you find in your daily activities is so useful to building your online network. We're going to be right back. Today, we're talking about creating authentic relationships with your online network. We'll be right back. Let's imagine that you have a brand that's influential, buzzworthy, and profitable. It's time to make this happen. If you are looking to master your brand messaging so that it's captivating and fascinating and attracts your target audience, develop your signature program that you can start enrolling clients in right away, get clarity in your market positioning for long-term profitability and growth, create your marketing plan and sales promotion strategy, and lastly, design a customized action plan to make implementation simple, I created the Monetize My Brand program to do exactly that for your business. The reason I work with high-performing entrepreneurs on building their bankable brands is because the world does not need more cookie-cutter brands. Go to prettyprofits2015.com and book your Monetize My Brand intensive. Playtime, it's over. So today we're talking about creating authentic relationships with your online network, because let's face it, it's 2015, and if you're in business and you're not a local brick and mortar business, you are going to meet a lot of the people you know, including clients and colleagues, online. When I go to events, which is maybe 2 or 3 times a year now, a lot of times I know the people online before I even get to hug them in person. It's my reality. It's a lot of people I know's reality. Point is, you got to embrace it and you have to be strategic about it. So let's talk about networking. When you are, and we spent a whole month last month talking about content marketing. So you're sharing this on your social media, your Facebook, your YouTube, your Instagram, wherever you hang out online. And you are just having a one-way conversation, meaning you share the content, people like it, people comment on it, and you don't reply. It doesn't stop there. If you are sharing stuff, even if you're sharing somebody else's stuff, an article you loved on entrepreneur.com or wherever, you have to learn to network. You have to learn how to have conversations, not hitting somebody's inbox on Facebook with hi. Hi what? Have a meaningful conversation. And you want to network. If you are putting videos out on YouTube and people are asking you questions in the comments, you need to reply. Conversations. It doesn't just end with you posting up on YouTube, posting up on Facebook. It goes a little further. Lastly, and I had to save this for last because it's a doozy, stop spamming. If you don't spam, you're not guilty of this, but if you are spamming, and I do not have to explain what spamming is, but just in case you want to play retarded, it's when you post marketing information in people's inboxes, on people's walls, on people's comments. Like, you're just being ridiculous. You're posting that you're having a party, a launch party, and you tag 50 people. These 50 people may not even be in the same city that you live in, but yet you tag with the purposes of it showing up on that person's newsfeed. That reason alone has made me change my settings on Facebook because it drives me nuts. Adding, not being asked to be added to groups. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So you do not want to spam. You do not want to just post marketing information at every and any opportunity you get, including on people's real estate. A person's profile on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever is their online real estate. Yes, we all don't own it, but we have the right. We set up our profile. Do not spam people. It is annoying. It will get you blacklisted. It will get you a bad reputation. That will spread faster than you having a new YouTube show. Trust me when I say this. Do not spam people. Build relationships, have conversations, network, be strategic in who you partner with, and they will gladly share and participate and randomly think about you because you're doing such a good job with establishing who you are as a brand and what your business is about, and you're eliminating that unwanted reputation of being a douche lord. So, create authentic relationships with your online network. Be strategic about it because it's 2015 and we meet most of the people that we know, especially clients and colleagues, online first. And then on a personal note, before I sign off, that's how we keep up with our family and friends. Let's face it. With that, I'm signing off for real this time. This is your host, Nicole K. Lundy. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Pretty and Profiting Show. Now, I want you to join the Pretty and Profiting Posse over on Facebook. It's simple to join. Just go to Facebook, type in Pretty and Profiting in the search box, and click join. Hurry, we're waiting on you. Until next time, stay pretty and stack those profits.